Okay, here is the second section where I talk about the school I started at after I left the school I talked about in the first section. So I went to visit to check out this new possible school before I went because I was really uncertain about wanting to go there, but I knew it had gotten to a point where I wanted to go anywhere else, so I was willing to check it out. And when I went to visit, everyone was so welcoming and I saw a lot of interesting sort of projects and stuff that the students were doing on the walls, and the teacher was really funny and interested in having me come to join the class. So once that was out of the way, I was really excited. As you'll notice, I put even before I started there, my excitement was I put it at an 81 level, right, which is very different than a 8 level it had been at down here. What I found at this school was I've got a community of beautiful weirdos just like me. This is one of my favorite pictures from that year. As you can likely see, this is a little friend of mine, and he's got the sleeve of his shirt, the end of it, pulled down over his head. You'll also notice here that this is during a somewhat formal event. People's parents are there. It was a formal family event, and it's also pretty normalized. No one's even paying much attention that this is going on. And the other picture that I've got down here is of my first really great birthday party that I had. So I'd had little parties before, but 2 or 3 friends, maybe cousins from out of town and everything, or people from my classmates would come, but there was tension and they just, came to hang out with each other, and it was a very uncomfortable time for me. But here I look at myself and I see I'm smiling and happy, and people put effort into like decorating little presents they got for me in a funny way. It was a really great time. I like this picture especially because as I can tell, I got a picture from my good friend Matt, who's here as well, and when the school year was over, I was really sad. I said, but I'd gained some confidence to succeed in high school. I'd found school to be exciting and something that I could do that was fun, that I learned to survive in the social world and even thrive very well. So I've placed the rating of when I got to the end of there at a 90. Now I'll model creating an equation of this line. Whoops, there we go, this line. I'm going to create an equation of this line from the 2 points. So the points we've got are point 1 is 11.5 and 81, and point 2 we've got is 13.5 and 90. Now, to create an equation of the line from 2 points, we will need to use these points to find the slope, and then use the y equals mx plus b formula to find the y-intercept. So we're going to do it in the format of saying y equals slope times x plus the y-intercept. To find the slope, let's use the slope formula. The slope formula is the difference in the y's, so subtract between the 2 y points, divided by the difference in the x's. I like to label which y and which x is which, so if this is point 1, this will be x1, and this will be y1. Point 2, this one x2, and this one y2. Now to continue with our equation here, so I'll put that in there. What I will have is 90 minus 81 divided by 13.5 minus 11.5. Scroll down a little bit there. Okay, so what I've got for the slope, when I subtract and divide, we come up with 9 over 2, or 4.5. Oops, 4.5. Let's get rid of this here. 4.5. Okay, so our slope is 4.5. Now to find the y-intercept, I will use our formula that we've got for all linear equations, or straight lines. Now notice that I've got the m now. The m is 4.5. Right, let me get that in there. And for the x and y, I can use either point. So I'm going to use the first point. It wouldn't matter either way. You can even use the first point and check with the second one. So I'll use the first point, in which x is 11.5. We don't know b. And y is 81. Now I will solve for b. So the way I'll do this, multiply here. This makes 51.75. And we have 81 here. So to find b, I'm just going to subtract there. 81 minus 51.75, which I will get for my answer as 29.25. So our equation of a line, I've got the slope right here. I've got the y-intercept here. Let's write the equation of a line. Y equals 4.5 x plus 29.25. Notice here that we've got a fairly, for such a short interval of just 2 years, this is a significant positive slope. Remember, when we've got positive numbers in the slope, it's meaning the lines are going this way, upwards. The steeper they go upwards, the more positive the slope. We'll see in a later example that when we've got a line going downwards, the slope here is negative.